How are you, everyone? I got a short presentation for you guys. I told you we'd be doing semantics, and damn, man, honestly, like it just gets deeper and deeper what the church is actually hiding from you and how you need to understand the kind of things that I'm talking about in order to reclaim your dominion, to be sovereign, and to be filled with love and to live the way that humans were supposed to live. This is cymatics and what the church is hiding from you. So let's start. This right here that you're looking at is the flower of life. It's a basic sacred geometry pattern that is made. In fact, if you want to learn more about sacred geometry and patterns, the absolute best book to go to is this one, The Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life. It's volume one. There's 3 volumes. I've only read the first one. It's by Drunvalo Melchizedek, and he has a lot of followers. And he explains sacred geometry so well. It's honestly, you can't do him justice. It actually spawned off a cartoon series. Little blue guy with the patch. You guys remember this? Spirit Science? You ever came across one of this guy's videos? Well, this is based entirely off of the Flower of Life video. Not video, the book. The Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life. Spirit Science. So check that out on YouTube. It's a more user-friendly way to understand this. So this is your DNA. Okay, you have adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. They're the 4 bases that make up all your DNA. Now, adenine matches with thymine, and cytosine matches with guanine. Okay, and you see here the phosphate backbone. And what happens is a ton of them get put together, and they make these codes. And that's basically that's genetics right there. But if you were to take DNA and you were to take a cross section of it, look what you get. It's the flower of life. This is DNA. Look at these little harmonic patterns that they're making. It's based into everything, sacred harmonic frequencies. This that you're looking at here, the bottom is the flower of life. The bottom left is the flower of life. These are the sacred patterns that your cells make as life begins and they start to divide. So this right here that you're looking at, this is DNA at the bottom, different strands of DNA. And at the top, you see these sacred geometric patterns that you get when you look at DNA from an overhead view. So remember, from the base view, you get this. When you're just looking at it at a cross section, you get the flower of life. And then when you're looking at it from top down, you get these harmonic patterns. So what is cymatics? Well, it's the study of wave phenomena, especially sound and their visual representations. So I'll give you guys an example. So you have the turtle here, and you have some harmonic frequencies that make up the turtle. Now, the thing about the turtle is the turtle used to be revered in ancient people. I'm going to show you why. There's 2 layers to the shell. And if you look at the very top of the shell and you count the squares, there's 13 of them. Now, if you were to count the lower ones as it surrounds those 13, you get 28. And if you don't recognize that, that's the cycles of the moon. So the turtle shell was very revered. This is ancient sacred geometry. These are patterns. This is ancient sacred geometry. This is what you're looking at. It makes these beautiful harmonic patterns. Everything is intertwined. Now, when you start talking about music and you realize that the Rockefeller Institute brought everyone out of 432 hertz tuning, which was a sacred frequency, to 440. Look at the pattern cymatically. Look how beautiful 432 is. And look at 440. Now you can imagine how 440, how music sounds now, just in general, how music sounds. And if you think it sounds nice, it's discordant. It's not supposed to sound nice. But if you love music, you know, you can get into it. Some of the really good musicians used to use 432, but they would be killed or disappeared, or the media would turn on them. People like Joplin, Hendrix, Lennon, Amy Winehouse, for example, Kurt Cobain. I can go on. You're seeing a pattern here, right? Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison. These are people who used the 432 when they weren't supposed to. So now this brings us to Dr. Emoto's work. So Dr. Emoto was a scientist who studied water and intention with water. And what you're looking at here, let me just show you the picture. What you're looking at here is water patterns or water molecules, how they look when you say thank you, wisdom, truth, eternal, angel, I love you, peace. Now, if you look at the rest of it, you fool, you make me sick, evil, then before prayer and after prayer, you'll see here how this ties into spirituality. I'm not going to dissect this for you guys a whole bunch, but you can understand how words transmute intentions, inflections, information. And as far as the 432, you guys have heard the phrase, I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. It's sacred frequency, it's sacred geometry. This is what God has created for us. And it's being taken away from that, but that's where it comes from. So this brings us to this lady who was in a church. And what she did was, it was something like this. It was an empty church with a microphone. And what she did was she recorded the silence from the church. And this is the big finale that I was talking to you guys about. This lady recorded the silence from the church. And then what she did was she played it back in through the sound system, the silence into the church, and kept recording it until it vibrated higher and higher and higher and started making patterns. And this is what you'll see right here. You'll see the patterns that it made at the bottom. These are the churches that it was tried on, and you'll see the harmonic patterns that it made. Now pay attention to the one all the way on the right. All right? You see the one all the way on the right? This is the silence that's repeated through a church. This is the cymatics of it. And look at the church window. So you're telling me that the church has no idea, or that we haven't lost this sacred science and this sacred information? No, the ancients knew this. There's something called chronological ethnocentrism, where we have it in our mind that we are the furthest along in time, therefore we are the furthest along in all areas of life. And that is just not true. And I just wanted to show you guys what they're hiding from you. And to be honest with you, don't take it out on me. You know, I'm just putting a magnifying glass on this. If you're mad, or if you think this is evil or whatever, honestly, focus on the institutions that are hiding this information from you. So that's all I wanted to share, and I thank you guys very much.